Jenny found this cool looking structure. We're near the Bauman location, plus a lot of recent Bigfoot sightings. Oh, it's steep.
Yeah,
See, these structures on these inclines just don't make sense. People will make a primitive shelter level or as close to level as they can get for comfort. So this structure doesn't make sense. Not saying it was Bigfoot, but we're gonna check it out just because this is a Bigfoot hot spot.
it's older, you can tell, because of the moss on top. But I bet at one time, those other logs that are on the other side went up the other way.
Yeah, these logs are huge. Just want to show you
Huge.
this
structure.
many in a spot like this is just not a coincidence.
No. And then this one has been set here, so the other ones will hold it up. And on this other side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side.
Let's see, I'm seeing let's see, at the tops I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them right here. I mean, what's the coincidence that all 6 of these are gonna end up in a teepee structure this tight?
Well, look at this. This one's laid this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. See how it's been sandwiched in, one after another?
Yeah, we think these are territorial markers, and this one's worthy of our GPS overlay, so we're gonna throw this on our GPS so that if we're in the area again next year, we can come look at it and then we can compare photos. Jenny took some photos and I'm filming it, and we can see if it gets added to or taken away from.
I don't know. We're having a hard time just standing on this hill because it's so steep.
Yeah, this isn't a place that a survivalist is gonna
Who could carry
sleep.
something this heavy on a hill like this?
I agree. Well, I've spent my life gathering firewood, and my dad would chop these down and then he would saw these up into like 1 or 2 foot sections, whatever, and then we would carry them out in those little sections, or, you know, manageable. Yeah, I believe.
Down there.
Yeah, another one.
That one's not as big. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one though is impressive. This has 12 logs, all in all. And some of those have been dislodged. So it was even bigger than this when it was all done. Were you even, am I just talking to the wind?
No, it's
Oh.
recording.
Okay.
I haven't turned it off. All right, we're gonna try and find some water sources and look for footprints. I'm kind of looking at, you know, this one right here that I've had my eye on since we got here. This is big time Bigfoot shaped. This impression, we really need to measure that one. Measuring the Bigfoot shaped track near the structure we found. We're right on the border of Idaho and Montana, and this is 14 inches long from the furthest toe up to the back, and I'm more impressed with the width. It fits what a credible Bigfoot track would be on the width. At the widest part up near the toes is about 7.5 inches wide, and these toes probably aren't splayed. Sometimes they'll splay their toes out for traction or whatever, and a track this long will sometimes splay out 8.5 inches, but at the widest part this looks like it's about 7 inches wide.
Well,
and you can see the different toe indentions at the front. Look, it shoved that one in to the earth right there.
that might be the big toe. Look at it, my fingers fit in there.
And I doubt this is fresh.
No.
But because you got pine cones that aren't smashed in there, that have fallen in since the print was made, so that tells us it's not fresh. But look, it made it deep enough. It's 2 to 3 inches deep, so it's going to take a lot of rainstorms to wash this one away. So I feel very fortunate that we found it. And look, it's going in the direction of the structure that we were showing you guys. And then we're going to make sure that this is not a one-legged Bigfoot. We're going to go and see if we can find other tracks. But in our experience, Sasquatch does not like to leave tracks. And so... well,
it's old, and it's rained since then. But look at another thing that I just saw.
Yeah?
You know how we'll see snap-offs and whatever, and sometimes they live through it and keep growing.
Yeah.
That one has been snapped off, and it just hung there, and it replenished itself, and it just kept growing.
Yeah, and I want to point out some things about this snap-off to you guys. You know, people will sometimes blame these snap-offs, which is normal, you know, to wind damage or snow damage. Okay, look at the thick, big trees around this, helping block it, this sapling from the wind. And this is a young, healthy sapling. And then look at the upper branches. I mean, those do not look like they would hold enough snow load to be able to break a 3-inch sapling where it snapped. And following trackways of Bigfoot, we all know that Bigfoot has a snapping habit. So whatever built this structure may have very well snapped this, and the upper section's still alive. That is so cool.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
And it snapped it a little over 6 feet from the ground right there. It may not even mean anything. That 3-mile trackway just barely into Canada, north of Minnesota, the Great Lakes area. I think it was Michigan, actually. Everywhere the Bigfoot was snapping, all along the 3-mile trackway. So it just may be a habit. This may not even mean anything, or it may be showing a rival Bigfoot. Look how strong I am.
Well, next to this, and then look farther down.
That's a real impressive display of strength. So cool. All right, let's look around and see if we can find another Bigfoot track. I'll bet you the ground was damp, moist, or soaked when it made that track to be able to sink in like that. The one that we just measured.
Or it was a leaking tank. It's the only place.
Or it was carrying one of them heavy logs.
This, I think, is the first place that it would have sunk in, because it would have had to walk on top of all these little bushes.
These
right
bush,
here.
yeah, and these bushes and their roots and everything just
Spring back up. But this was the first area that there isn't bushes.
that it could sink.
And then past here is just a bunch of logs.
All right, we're gonna hike around some more, see if we can find anything else Bigfooty. Would really like that home run. Bigfoot, give us a selfie today. That would be great. All right, you guys, keep on watching. We're gonna keep on squatching.